Did you really think Ironheart was that bad?
I thought the last 3 episodes were better than the first. I thought the CGI was decent. I hated just about everything about the story, and then yeah, that was pretty much it. It looked good. The story was not only was it nonsensical at some points, but like why they work so hard to work certain ideas or narratives on top of black characters in the MCU, I will never understand. I won't get it. Even characters that are so far away from those things. This just wasn't a character that had to do a lot of the things that she did in this show. And I didn't appreciate that shit.
To answer your question, do I think Ironheart is that bad? I'm just talking about what the representation was. I'm not criticizing the show. I'm saying that we already started with the handicap of her being in a single parent household, but every chance where this is a superhero. The gang asked her to join and she's going to tell them off, right? No. Or the gang,
Okay.
now they did something evil, right? And this is the part where she goes, "Oh, that's too far for me." No. Oh, wait, somebody just got shot and died, right? With that bullet. Now she's gonna go, "Well, let me help you out. Let me make sure. Oh, this guy's bad. I'm gonna turn on him." No. Oh, how about when the guy was losing oxygen and she's like, "Do I do it? Do I not?" Oh, this is a superhero show. So the
And
superhero is gonna say,
banged on
"I
him.
know.
I'm like,
Hold on, let me keep going.
yo,
The superhero's got some moral complex. Oh, okay,
she's
oh
not a
man,
hero.
this is
She's an
gonna hurt me.
anti-hero at
Do I do it
most.
or do I not? I gotta save this person alive. I can just tell my AI to go and also carry him out to save his life. No, when the deal with the devil is being offered, this is episode 6. Now she's gonna say, "Listen, I'm not going to," because I saw what it does, all the Dormammu, effects on what happened to the hood. I see how bad it is. Now is when I can say, okay, I listened to her brother. We got to deal with reality. This trying to bring back my dead friend. No, I say no, devil. I will not make a deal with you, Mephisto. And no. She doesn't learn from that either. She's met time after time when faced with moments that other heroes are faced with and do the right thing. Even some of the sketchy ones, like when Loki, when he started his show, he watched the video of his whole life, the next 6 years of his life, up to the death with Thanos, and he goes, "Oh, I'm going to change who I am." And when I'm in my final episode, face to face with He Who Remains, Kang the Conqueror, and Sylvie, and it became, well, do I do the moral thing? Do I protect the
All
timelines?
right,
Do the
man.
right
Do a
thing?
review. Do a review. You need an Ironheart review. It's not like you got a lot to get off your chest.
It sounds like I just gave it now. That's my issue with this show. That there's some racists in Alabama like, I see it. That's what happens when they're super geniuses.
That part that she has genius level intellect and they don't treat her like it. That is the most disrespectful shit. Like don't show me her in there creating inventions and putting together contraptions. There are a multitude of characters in the MCU that do that. What Riri has in comparison to all of them is a superpower in her head. Damn near. And every time you would expect her to use that mug, she's acting like the not a 16-year-old who was in MIT, if I'm just putting it nicely. And then where she ends up is that at very best, she's a Ghost Rider like anti-hero. At worst, she's a full-blown villain. And why that is even on the table for Riri Williams. I'm not even mad at the drive-by stuff. That's part of her story. That's what Brian Michael Bendis wrote. Shout out to one of my goats. But everything else, they treat her mom like she's an idiot. I couldn't appreciate a lot of the stuff that was written in there.
You happy? All right.
I'm getting paper. Look at me now. Oh, look at me now. Yeah.
She had so much remorse in that scene. She was like, "Oh, I'm doing the wrong thing." Chi-Town says Darius had to fight the clan on his way home.
It says you was smoked.
Well, Norman used to be a sundown town when my mother was little.
Didn't he come on here and be like, I don't know why y'all think Oklahoma's this backwater town? Now he talking
No.
about
I'm talking about y'all talking about dirt roads and all this stuff like that. I didn't say it wasn't racist. It's a red state.
For sure.
We just had the mayor of some where was he at? Mayor, he was out of, I think, Ada. Correct me if I'm wrong, Oklahomans. Talking about lynching black folks in 2025. So yeah, no, I live in Oklahoma. It's a red state.
Raymond, was the hood a villain? If the hood is a villain, then what does that make Riri?
A complex character.
Like, come on, man. The you know what was my favorite part out of that series? She's in Parker's. I guess we're reviewing. She's in Parker's office, and she's nervous because she just found out that Rampage died. And no, it didn't have anything to do with Rampage. She was kind of rebuffing him because he was trying to get her along with kind of, loosen up. You in here with everybody, everybody's okay. And he flat out tells her, no, you're a criminal. We're all criminals, and you are too. Like, flat out. He flattens it out for her as basic as he can. Now, she's getting it peripherally from all of her other people, from her mom, from the AI Nat, and everything. Like, they're telling her that. He tells her point blank, no, you are a criminal. We are all criminals. Don't fool yourself. Nothing about this is virtuous. And then from that point on, everything else is an excuse for her. It's just like she has a reason to do this. She got a reason to disrespect her mom. She got a reason to let somebody die. Heroes do not let people die. Even the people who are trying to kill them.
No, Marcus. See, let's listen to the creators of the show explain this to you. She was a hero, all right. Let's listen.
What was cool about Riri is the whole show is about anti-heroes, and if she made the decision not to say yes to him, then she would have been a true hero and a little further in her journey than we want her to be. I think she can stay the complicated character she is as long as, we give her some rough edges. What was cool?
If she would have told off the devil, she would have been further off than we wanted her to be.
No, Ram. That's a sick conflation. That is not the same thing. Peter, he didn't let her die. He didn't let her die. What's the name killed her? Willem Dafoe. Green Goblin killed her. He didn't let her die. Riri was fighting with that man, and the minute the door opened, she flew out and left him. And she knew he was stuck in there. She watched the man die from her scanners flying around outside of the compound. She could have just easily grabbed. What else could he do to her after she got into the suit? Nothing. There was nothing he could do to her. He grabs him, go drop him off at the jail. Something. But she left the man for dead.
The creator told you the goal was not to make her a hero. That would have made her a hero if she told.
Yeah, I was gonna say, she's saying it right there. She's
talking like she's got a second season of Ironheart already, and we got all this. Like, why would you do that and leave people with 6 episodes, never come into the the heroic stage of it, and just leaving us to sit with the depiction of a super genius black girl who is a gang member, makes deals with the devil? That's terrible representation, and she dropped the ball on the responsibility she had to change hearts and minds and use the power of media with the huge budget that you have to promote positivity, to create aspirational roles. Marcus, hold on, I want to tell the Culture Made channel, who said earlier that why would you care about racist in Alabama? She wanted something and she got it. Does it make her a hero? No, but she's cool to me now. The reason I care about a racist in Alabama, because I said some there's a racist in Alabama. Go and see. That's what happens when you make them smart. That's what they do. It's because this doesn't unracistify him. This doesn't heal. This further reinforces the thoughts that he's got. This doesn't create the generational change, because there are many Alabamans with racist grandfathers who are not racist themselves, and somewhere down the line, a person in the family woke up and didn't want to, promote that to the next generation. I'm saying what this does, the shows like this, Tyler Perry's, and everything I've complained about, which is negative representation, it encourages, or it doesn't challenge that. It's not healing. It's just, what's the word? What perpetuates? There it is. It perpetuates more of that stuff. So do I care about what a human being who lives in Alabama thinks? I care about the actions that he will take in his everyday life because of these thoughts. He could be a bus driver, and he's got this low opinion on anybody who's black. So someone's running for the bus. No, you know what's more important? Me to hit that light before it turns amber because of things like this that has conditioned his mind. Do I care about it? No, I care about the black guy who's got to get a job interview and he's got to face this guy who just finished episode 6 of Ironheart. And now he's got a black woman who's applying for this little job, and he'd rather choose Stephanie ahead of this girl. Like there's effects that this plays. There's effects that we can't ignore, domino effects that we can't ignore that our media perpetuates.